It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Golden Eagles' second-year running back. There's a lot to like from his showing last week. Well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Golden Eagles and the Buccaneers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at our home side in this one. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
On play action, Allen. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, putting the ball right on him.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's White. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete right side to Otten. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Sly able to put this one through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Let's go now.
Throwing on first down. Norton. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Norton to Pierce. They set up the screen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good gain of 12 yards that time. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Norton. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Looking to throw on second down. Norton, screen play set up for Williams. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Norton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Norton. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. our score after 1 here on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Norton. And he slings one that's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Norton. And that is incomplete here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On 1st down, Allen. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing now is Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again.
Norton on a slant. Here's Collins.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pierce now up the middle.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Norton.
That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Norton. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Norton. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. 6.
They'll run. This is Pierce. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Takes it at the 7th. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he appears to be about 2 feet short of 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
from the gun on third down. Norton.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
From the gun on third down, Norton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Uses the spin. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Allen.
This one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Gets the check down throw to White.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Fournette. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Fournette again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You gotta protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Throwing to start the drive.
Norton. That's underneath to Pierce.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On second down, Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, Norton. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On second down, here's Pierce.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now we're going to get a timeout. Pierce, we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Norton. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Norton. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
So out come the Bucs now.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Allen now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught by Evans. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Norton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Norton. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Allen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen right back to Chris Godwin. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
first down. Allen. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Complete right side to Otten. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Going for it with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Clock running, the Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing is Allen. And that is incomplete. One final try here for Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They go again with Pierce. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.